Did anyone ever tell you that life after 80 might feel like a curveball? Even the most resilient, independent people can be caught off guard. In today's video, we're exploring 5 unexpected, often difficult truths that tend to surface once you pass 80. These aren't just about physical changes or health reports. These are deeper, subtle shifts in how you're treated, how you look at time, and how your memories start revealing things you hadn't noticed before. Some of these shifts may already feel familiar, even if you haven't put them into words. Others may surprise you. But they all have one thing in common: they shape your experience of growing older. Stick around until the end, because while these truths may be hard, understanding them can bring clarity, comfort, and even strength. There's something powerful in naming what you're going through and realizing you're not alone in it. Let's jump in. Number 1. A smaller social circle. One of the first realities that sneaks up on you after 80 is how your social circle begins to shrink. Sure, you still get a few calls, maybe a visit now and then, but not as often. And more than that, the emotional connection feels different. What used to be a natural, steady rhythm of interactions now feels more scattered, even delicate. Friends move away, deal with illness, or pass on. Family gets busy and wrapped up in their own lives. Hours of quiet outnumber the moments of conversation. This isn't about feeling bitter, it's about being real. Few talk about how tough it is to keep connections going in your 80s. You notice fewer invitations, longer stretches between check-ins. Even if you've always been fine on your own, the silence can speak louder than expected. You may find yourself thinking back more often, not just out of sadness, but as a way to hold on to those you love. The laughter, the routines you once barely noticed, they now feel like treasures. That's not weakness. It's not even loneliness in the usual sense. It's just a quiet shift that nearly everyone faces but few talk about. That's why staying emotionally close to yourself, your past, and even a couple of people you trust matters more than ever. When the crowd fades, a few deep relationships become more valuable than you ever imagined. Number 2, minor health problems aren't so minor anymore. Another surprise in your 80s? Small health issues stop staying small. A cold hangs on way too long. A bruise that once healed fast now lingers for weeks. One slip or missed meal can throw everything out of balance. It's not just aging, it's about recovery slowing down. Your body doesn't bounce back like it used to. The room for error gets smaller, and things that were once easy now require effort, attention, and more rest. Even if you still feel capable, you can tell that your body isn't responding the same. What used to happen without a second thought now needs planning and care. Most people won't talk about this openly. Doctors may say it's just part of getting older. But you notice it. You feel the difference in how long it takes to get back on your feet. The tough part isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's frustrating to admit your body can't do what it once did. And if you've always taken pride in being strong and active, this new pace feels personal. But here's the truth: awareness is strength. When you start noticing what your body needs, you can adjust. You can take things slower, drink more water, get more rest. And none of that means giving up. This stage of life isn't about proving you're invincible. It's about protecting what strength you do have. It's about treating your body with the respect it's earned. And sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is let yourself fully heal. If you're still watching and this message is hitting home, drop a number 2 in the comments so I know you're here. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a future video. Your support means everything. It helps us keep bringing content that informs and uplifts. Let's keep going. Number 3, feeling invisible in social spaces. One of the hardest things that starts happening after 80? People begin to overlook you, not to be mean, but because of a subtle cultural shift no one really talks about. You walk into a room, and people don't notice like they used to. You speak, and someone interrupts, not to be rude, but because they thought you were done. You have to repeat yourself more often. You feel invisible, even around your own family. It's not just being ignored. It's a gradual loss of presence in a world that's speeding up and putting youth in the spotlight more than ever. Nobody warns you about how strange this feels. It's like your age enters before you do. Your stories, your opinions, your life, can feel brushed aside, even though they carry more meaning now than ever. You've lived. You've seen loss, love, and change. Yet sometimes, it feels like no one sees it. This can stir all kinds of emotions: sadness, anger, or even quiet grief. But naming it helps. It's not about your value, it's about a society that doesn't always know how to value its elders. You are not invisible. The world might not always notice you first, but your voice still matters. And those who do listen, those people count. They're listening, even if it takes them longer to see you. So don't fade into the background. Don't let the silence define you. Share your stories. Speak your truth. Be the steady reminder of what wisdom and dignity really look like. You may not be the loudest in the room, but you've lived more life than most, and that carries more weight than they know. Number 4, the narrowing of your daily life. One of the harder parts of life after 80 isn't just what shifts within, it's what slowly fades around you. The world you once moved through with ease, filled with routines, friends, and favorite places, begins to feel smaller. Not all at once, but gradually. You may start going out less, not because you don't want to, but because things feel farther away, more tiring, or simply harder to manage. Friends who once visited may have moved, fallen ill, or passed. Neighbors come and go. Local spots close down. Your life doesn't break, it just quietly gets smaller. And that can feel heavy. At first, the loneliness is a soft background noise. But over time, it becomes louder, even for those who have always valued their independence. There's something hard about watching the familiar slowly fade. But facing that reality doesn't show weakness, it shows honesty. This isn't about giving up. It's about grieving what was once a part of daily life, because it mattered. Still, even as your old world shrinks, a new one can form. This change may not come from travel or adventure, it may come from deeper talks, time spent with younger loved ones, or sharing memories in a new way. Life doesn't have to be wide to feel full. It just needs to feel meaningful. So go ahead, make that phone call, even if it's long distance. Join a group, even online. Take a walk, even if it's just to the corner. Things may look different now, but your story isn't over. It's shifting. And there's still space for laughter, connection, and joy. If this message speaks to you, leave a number 4 in the comments to let me know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to hit that button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Your support keeps us going and helps us bring more messages like this one. Let's move forward. Number 5, the unpredictability of your own body. When you reach your 80s, your body starts doing its own thing, often without warning. Some mornings, you wake up sharp, balanced, and ready for the day. Others, you feel sluggish, unsteady, or puzzled about why your hands are shaky or your knees feel weak. What makes this especially frustrating isn't just the physical changes, it's the sense of betrayal. You've known this body for a lifetime. You've trusted it. Now, it seems to be changing the rules without telling you why. You might plan a short walk, only to feel suddenly drained. You bend to tie your shoe and realize it's harder to stand again. You feel dizzy, stiff, or a strange numbness that vanishes just as quickly as it came. Here's what rarely gets mentioned: this unpredictability doesn't just slow you down, it rattles your confidence. You pause before going out, not because you can't, but because you don't know how your body might act. That hesitation can make you feel more cautious, even in places that once felt easy. And it's okay to admit that. But here's the encouraging part: while your body may no longer be steady, your response to it can be. Your strength now lies in adapting. Your best tool is flexibility. You start learning how to pace yourself, how to prepare, and how to treat yourself with patience instead of frustration. You listen closely, rest when needed, stretch more, and talk with your doctor not just when there's a problem, but to understand what's happening. Because knowledge, especially in the face of uncertainty, gives you back some control. So even if your body isn't as steady as it once was, you, through awareness and choice, still hold the power. If you're watching and this part spoke to you, leave a number 4 in the comments so I know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do that now and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out. Your encouragement helps us create content that informs and uplifts. Let's keep going. We've just explored 5 challenging truths that often come with life after 80, each one revealing something deeper about how we grow older. Whether it's the fading of long-held relationships or the sudden unpredictability of your body, these changes can come quietly and still leave a big impact. But here's something important to remember: naming these changes doesn't mean giving up. It means you're paying attention, so you can live with more insight, care, and strength. Which of these 5 points felt most real to you? What have you experienced, or seen someone else go through, that fits these themes? We'd love to hear your voice. Drop a comment below and share one idea that stood out, and how you plan to respond to it. Whether it's reaching out to someone you've grown apart from or simply being more patient with your body, your story could help someone else feel less alone. Because growing older isn't about fading away. It's about gaining wisdom. And when we face these truths together, we don't just age, we grow stronger, too. Thank you for watching and spending this time with us. We truly want to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment with one thing you took away, and how you plan to use it. Your words matter here, so don't hold back. We read each comment and feel deeply encouraged by your responses. If this video meant something to you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Your support lets us keep bringing thoughtful, helpful content. Thanks again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.